It's showtime here with our Gaily Dame design. So I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember. In fact, it makes me think really need to say something else. Because I think I almost run into saying that every time. I mean to say daily game design, DGD. Maybe I should just call it DGD, and that'll be a little more practical. So I would love to get a full draft of this game finished. So what I just recognized like seconds ago was that I'm getting bogged down with iconography right now, and I don't even know if the game is gonna work. So so I think I'm good with text. I just need to come up with some more. I need to come up with some grant office effects and these mayor's favor cards. But I also ran into, or this is something I think. So, first of all, no matter what I'm about to say, it's all theory. I haven't played this yet. I need to play it. But what I need to do before I play it is get a full draft done. But even before playing it, I think in theory there's some fundamental issues. One of them is, well, it has to do with the cost of activating a building. So right now the cost is to place a cube. The cost is illustrated right here. It's to place a cube on this location. The reason I want players to place a cube here on this location is to indicate that they have activated it, because you can only, well, for two reasons. One is there should be a cost for activating the thing. The second is, or another is, you can only activate a building once on your turn. So it's great to leave some evidence there on the building that you've already activated it. I think that makes a lot of sense. So the issue is that some of these buildings actually cost more. So this is a true, I mean, this costs money, and I mean it costs action cubes. The thing is, I guess every building is going to cost something in addition to the action cube or cubes. So that's good. One of my issues is I haven't established how much a cube is worth. I think it's because it's variable. That's really hard for me to understand how to compute. So in this case, one cube is worth 8 money. Well, an upgrade is worth 8 money. Well, and I can say that because I get one more cube for free. So one cube here for free for 8 money, but that's perpetually. That's perpetual. That's for the rest of the game. So I guess you'd have to divide the number of cubes you gained throughout the game by, or divide 8 by this number of cubes. So that's not a good measure. What about this one? In this case, 2 cubes is worth. See, this is a great example. So if I place a cube here, I also need to deliver some syrup. I also need to remove from the game some syrup. I wonder if there's a way for me to, what is this? Oh, nice. It'd be kind of interesting. Oh, you know what? I can basically, I can't lay out the game, but it's close. No, I can only get six cards here. It would have been kind of cool if I could. if I could organize everything just like this. Well, I kind of can actually. I could do it. No, I can't. Never mind. So, so in order to actually use the market, I need to spend a cube. So that's like to activate it. Now I need to discard more cubes in order to get money. But the problem is the cost assumes that I've already spent some more cube, at least one more cube. So it's actually 2 cubes for, on average, 3 money. $3. I actually, somebody else is saying bucks. I think Stefan is saying bucks these days, which I kind of like. Bucks. Somebody else says bucks too. Okay, so closer B market. I spend a cube, and then I spend another cube to actually use it for its ability. So it actually costs 2 cubes, and the best I could do is 4 money. So that's on average $2 a cube. All right, that seems very low value, right? Let's look at another one. So this one costs 1 cube to activate, and then I spend money to gain some more cubes. The thing is, I don't even gain a cube if I spend the least amount of money, 3 money. I don't even gain the cube right now. I gain it to the pool that I would have access to next turn. So that's for 3 money. Then 6 money, I gain 1 cube. Like, that seems really wrong, actually. The reason the cost is like that, well, actually, no. Okay, so I spend a cube. Yeah. No, it is like this. So it's spending a cube to gain 2 back, but it costs me 6 money. So, it cost me 6 money to do that. So at least now I have, let's say I start my turn with 10 money and 3 cubes as an example. So 10 money and 3 cubes. Now I come to Syrup Inc. Did I just flip that around? 3 cubes, 10 money. So I activate Syrup Inc. Now I'm down to 2 cubes. And I spend 6 money, so now I'm down to 4 money. But what that does is it actually gives me 4 cubes to work with. Okay, so I'm at 4 cubes, 4 money. Now let's say I go to Closer B Market, right? I spend 1 cube. I spend 1 cube there, so I'm down to 3 cubes, 4 money. I draw a card. No, excuse me, I'm down to 3 cubes, 4 money. Now I discard 1 more cube, so 2 cubes, 4 money, and I get 3 money out of it. So 2 cubes and 7 money. Okay. Now, 2 cubes and 7 money. So I cannot go to the gift shop. I need at least 3 cubes to do that. I need at least 3 cubes to do that. I could... Yeah, I feel like this needs to be cheaper somehow. I'm not sure how to represent that, though. Hmm. Well, I can literally put a bottle in the corner here. Um, yeah, like how does this make sense now? So it's I spend 2 cubes. I spend 2 cubes. I spend 3 cubes to get 5 money eventually. That's not right at all. Yeah, there's some real issues here. Real issues. The other thing I could do is just say hmm. You know what I could hmm. I could allow these to be infinite and then reduce everything else by 1 cube. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Because I could say the main thing is that here's the tension I'm feeling right now. I don't want somebody to have to remember whether or not they've had to activate a building. That's where I'm getting hung up. I don't want them to have to remember that. Here's an idea. Yeah, I could. I think I could just kind of let players have tier 1 for free, as in it doesn't cost any action cubes. But then all of a sudden, what we have is people getting their upgrades on turn. Yeah, that gets weird too because now with Closterby Market, you could be getting hmm. Is there a way to... I think one way to re-represent this is for this to not include barrels. Okay, I think the main issue I've been having here is that I don't like the idea that they need to spend 1 cube to activate it and then 1 cube to draw a card. So I think what I can do is just get rid of this, right? I think I can just get rid of this. It'd be really funny if this was the whole hang up I had was because of this single building. Let's see. So they can go here to the market and hope to get a 3. Suddenly this doesn't feel like enough money, right? It doesn't feel like enough. So I think you know what? So I texted a friend of mine, and I feel like I enjoy being cryptic. I enjoy being a little bit riddly. And so I asked, what's the latest in peace and prosperity? And she texted back a laughing emoji and then whatever this is. So I don't know if she doesn't know what I'm asking or if she just doesn't know. Like if she has no good response anyway. I don't know because I made it unclear what I was asking. So anyway, I should work on that. Okay. So I think maybe I'm okay here. It feels a little bit sad. So this is just one way to get a little money if you need a little money, right? That's what the market does. It lets you draw a card. You better be happy with that, right? Can you be content with that is the question. Okay, and for upgrades, you'll get there eventually. So I think tier 1 is fine. I'm comfortable with it, right? I took off the barrels. You can't spend a barrel there. What if all of these are just 1 cube? Well, you have to like... I mean, it's tight enough anyway that like this one should probably be 2 cube. Oh, I can put I can put these buildings wherever I want. The cost doesn't have to be like similar. I just need to evaluate how much do I want these players to spend on this, right? I feel like I fixed this the other day. Yesterday maybe? So right, what I've been doing is I've been placing these in a specific place based on their cost. Like tier 3 costs 3 cubes to get there. But it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to at all. So if I don't like if I don't like the idea that you have to spend 3 cubes and then spend some stuff to roll some money, I can just reduce the cost of cubes, right? So it's almost like there's no reason then to create the tiers except to illustrate the relative strength or the relative effect of that card. So like this cost would make a lot more sense if it was just one, right? If it's just one. Because you're not going to get the money right away, but it does cost you 2 to get there and do the thing. This should probably also cost 1. And so what can I do here? Is this just gain some money? Let's make it, I don't know, 4. So what this does is it lets the player like how do you I don't need to worry about this right now. Okay, so it costs 1 to place 1, that's fine. I think this should still be a significant cost, right? Should it be 3 though? I think if it's not 3, if this is not a 4 cost building, then this gets just spammed. Right? Okay. So I think it's possible this should even be 4. Like 3 or 4. So okay, let's say it's 4, right? No, let's start with 5 and let's evaluate 5. Okay, so it costs me 4 cubes. 1 whole turn of 4 cubes, right? And then, well, maybe let's figure out how many turns and how many cubes to get 10 money, as just one example. So Sorry, hang on one second. I just got a yeah. So I have a reader for my class, which is going to be a big help. Normally I've had a reader only around like exam times, so it's like suddenly we can catch up on grading. But now that I'm going to have a reader consistently, it's going to be great. And anyway, I forget when she emailed. I think it was, I don't know, it was kind of recently, but anyway, she got my number. I think she's feeling some pressure to be like really productive right now, and there's not a whole lot to be productive about. But anyway, it's good that she's sensing some kind of urgency. Okay, so if it costs 4 cubes to activate in place, next turn it's going to cost me 3 cubes to get 5 money. So that's a pretty bad. That's not a great return, right? Okay, then let's see. Then another turn and 4 cubes. The following turn would be getting 10 money. So it would cost me 4 turns and 8 cubes to get 10 money, right? 8 cubes to get 10 money. So that's not good. Because where else are you going to get that kind of money though, right? Like, does that player just win if they spend all of their turns? The question is, can somebody else keep up with them? Right? That's the big question. Okay, here's another kind of tough example. So now the market costs 4 cubes to get 5 or 6 money. That's how this reads right here. If they spend a barrel here, they can get 10 or 12 money. But that would only cost them 4 cubes. 4 cubes to get 10 or 12 money. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that. What if I reduce this by 1? Man, because nobody's going to spend 4 cubes to do that. I'm going to try this. I'm going to drop this to 4. So now it takes 3 cubes. It takes 5 cubes to get 4 money. Right. 5 cubes is 4 money. Another 3. 8 cubes Oh, it's for every 5. So 10 cubes is 8 money. 15 cubes is 12 money. But once you get to 12 money, then 15 cubes, so then 17 cubes is 24 money. Wait. No, I need to do this. Total. So 5 cubes, 4 money. Maybe I should write this down. This is what charts are for. Okay, so this is... See, some people do this probably from the beginning. So, this is the bank. And let's make this Farland Market. I think I probably need some space here. I don't know how this is going to get laid out. But let's say over some number of turns, okay? So this is going to be cubes. Cubes, money. Cubes, money. Okay, that didn't work out. Cubes, money. So it's going to cost... And this is turn by turn, right? So it costs 3 cubes to get 0, and then 2 cubes to get 4, right? And then another 3 cubes for 0, and then 2 cubes for 8. And this is just assuming that they're just like constantly going back, right? Oh no, this is supposed to be cumulative. Actually, I can sum it at the bottom. Right, and then 3 cubes for 0, 2 cubes for 12, 3 cubes for 0, 2 cubes for 16. Okay, now let's see. Let's on average. Let's say that the market costs. Where'd it go? The market costs 3, and this is assuming that there are no barrels, because once the person gets barrels, it might be more worth it. No, it definitely would, but let me... Oops, what the... Sugar Shack. Hello. Okay, so this is 3 for... No, it's 4. Wow. 4 cubes for 5.5 money. That's not quite right. It might be like 5.25 money. I don't know what the exact number is, or 5.33 money, something like that. Okay, then 4. For another 5.25. Okay, so I can just, this is just going to be repeating, right? Okay, so now we sum these. Isn't this the most rudimentary thing? Just going to sum that. So it takes time, right? it takes time. Eventually this is going to be way more costly. But now let's say they get barreled by, oh, that's 5 cubes. Let's say they get barrels by this time. But you're not going to get a barrel every turn. So let's say for 10.5. Let's say every other turn they get a barrel. Right? Because then you're rolling the die twice. I don't mind this curve, honestly. What happens if I put... Does anything change? No, right? Wait, so 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, wait a second. Let's say I spend 4 turns dropping 4 cubes. Now every turn is going to take... Now every turn... So this is 0, but... 0. But now I'm getting 16. 16. 16. So it kind of... Yeah, imagine that. Imagine spending 4 turns in a row to be able to get big payouts. Well, then let me divide this equals this divided by this. So it's worth about half of the value. The difference is this takes a long time to get running, right? Because especially if I feel the need to use it, let's go back to this, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is now 4 again, then 8, then 0, then 12, then 0, then 16. So this is still better, but it's slow, right? It's just slow. I kind of like it though. I kind of like it for the risk that it's just simply going to take more time. Let's say, but if it was 5 money, I think it'd be insane. Even with barrels though, that's not awesome, right? I think I like this. I think I like it a lot. I don't know that I really drilled down mathematically to the absolutely correct conclusion, but I think it's good. I think it's pretty good. Because the main thing is that this is an instant payout, and so you have to sacrifice some value for an instant payout, right? Whereas in the bank, it takes time to build up, it takes time to invest, but then when you when you cash out, you're going to cash out pretty big. So that's the difference here, right? I like it. I like it, and I don't mind. I don't mind this difference exactly. Of course, it's better if you just take a bunch of turns and just fill up the bank, and then just start pounding it, just bang, bang, bang. Because it's only 2 cubes at that point. Because it's just two cubes, and then you gain money per cube that you've left on the card. So like that would be, imagine turns where you're just getting 16 money, 16 money. Like what else are you going to want to do with your leftover cubes? I don't know. What if yeah, I like it. I'm going to leave it. Okay, so let's say that's done for now. The Grand Office is going to take 4 cubes. Like, these need to be really powerful benefits. You know, one thing I haven't done in a long time is updated Google Gemini on how the game is going. I think I'm going to do that because it might help me come up with some... It might help me come up with some ideas for these abilities. And anyway, I'm sure the rule book, you know, is basically completely obsolete at this point. Sugar Shack. Okay. Let me see what... Huh. Are there any canvases here? Oh no, you know what this is? This I think is when I was talking with Randy and showing Randy. So this is not. Yeah, this is not a conversation that's useful anymore. I think this one is still relevant. No, no. Where's the actual... I can get rid of this. Wow, it really looks like it's been a long time. What in the world? Search again. Is it this one? How do I delete... How do I delete a chat from the chat itself? Like, which one is this? This one I think I can delete. No, this is the one that created the Google Keep note. Yeah, it's right there. Let's search again. This has got to be super outdated, right? There's not much there. November. Is there a canvas here? What happened to... Is it just Grok that I used here? Wow. It must be that everything is in Grok. Like I haven't used AI for this set of tools in a while. I don't think it's going to be efficient to use right now anyway, because it doesn't know the game at all. So it's going to cost 5 cubes for community projects. I'm curious to know whether that is going to be possible. So I think Closerby Market now. This is probably not super great. I mean, but it's still potentially 8 money or 6 money for 1 cube. Like that's pretty good value, right? I'll leave that. Peek at any deck's top card anytime. Um, hmm. Yikes. Okay, there's no loan anymore. What was I gonna do? Was it this one? So this is if you trash. What I was thinking here is, uh, hey Mustafa, welcome. I'm working on a maple syrup game right now, as you can see. So what I was thinking here is that, so trashing means losing money. I don't know when. Um, Yeah, so I could do this for free. Like this could be for free, or this could be free. If you can get 4 cubes for free every turn, I think I could just do this. Oops. Just get rid of this. So right now I'm working on upgrades. So like this one's gone. So I guess I need the green anyway. Okay. Go right here. Because I mean, that's pretty sweet. That's an extra. I think that's kind of a big deal. What else would you want? I wonder if, see, peek at any deck's top card anytime. Triple closer B market payouts? Ooh, that would be nuts. So I'm gonna grab this. Just gonna drop this in here. I think this is the only. Huh. All these are grouped. So this is going to just be X. And then I group that. And then it's going to be times 3. It's about to get crazy over there. Actually, I kind of like this. I'm just gonna add these back. Because this just clarifies what's going on here, right? Okay, I think this is kind of nuts, but kind of cool too. Times 3. So now suddenly you're getting up to 12 money for 1 cube. I think this might be way too much value. Yeah, I'll stick with this. I don't know. That's tough. Well, it's definitely not 9. This also might not be that clear. So I'm just going to copy this, right? And just take this off. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm definitely not going to have a full draft done, but I feel pretty good. I got a little bit in the weeds. With realizing I don't have to have really consistent costs where, you know, to like I thought I really had to create tiers with these different costs to activate the cards, but I don't. I really don't. It's just going to be a way to arrange the cards on the table, but there doesn't need to be this pattern. Whereas I think with the worker placement, the vehicle idea of driving into town, I think there the position really, really mattered. Here the position doesn't matter. It's just I would arrange the cards so that it's kind of obvious to players that certain things are more powerful than others. Maybe I will put this. Where was that X? I'll leave it in there. Tripling the payouts is very sweet. But then what this does, yeah, I also like making this free. That also seems like a really good deal. Why is this so off? Is it off up here? Yeah, it is, but that's fine. Okay, I need one more ability here. What about, ooh, oh, like the bank? I thought of doing one where you know you can no longer lose like this, but I don't know why I would do that. Like, why would somebody want to not bottle? I don't think that makes any sense. Making the bank 1 cube sounds insane. If I made Farland Market... Wait, did I get that right? It is. Is closer remarket, does it look different? Yeah. I don't know, the bank is very, very tempting. I feel like this is just a no-brainer, though. Like, it's just a no-brainer. Right? Because... did not realize these were grouped. Why is this so zoomed? Oh, that's the oh. I didn't realize that was the window itself. Okay, so now I'm just getting rid of... I feel like this is way too small, but it's a start. Now I can increase the size a little bit. That just seems nuts. That does, right? That just seems crazy. I don't know. All of a sudden, I need to go check my laundry in the dryer. Hmm. If the bank is only 1 to activate and you're getting like 16 money off of that, that just seems crazy. Or if you get it early, right? If you get it early and then this would be super broken if the player just ditched a bunch of their cubes. I don't know. I don't know. This needs to be tested, this one. I think I'm going to leave it because it's still going to take a big investment to get there. And who knows by like in by what time when that happens. Yeah, by the time that happens, the other player could just be in pretty good shape somehow. A friend of mine mentioned TechNeck yesterday. Certainly I have that problem in addition to other problems. So this is actually cool. I just need one more upgrade. And I like this. I like giving a discount to buildings. That actually makes a lot of sense to me. Like imagine giving a discount to community projects. I like it because it's a big early sacrifice. Like who would do that? Like you need... This is a kind of... I wonder if it would be a trap. It could be a pretty awesome trap. But if somebody pulled it off, that'd be amazing. I'm gonna try it for now. Like, what else could it be, though? Not too sure. What you might want to do is, I'm gonna line these up size-wise. Because, yeah, what you might want to do here is... Okay, that was actually pretty good. Give a discount of 2 cubes. The reason that this is kind of a trap, or you'd have to time it like super, super well, is that if you do it too early, the other person is going to use one of these to ramp really well. I'm going to rearrange these. And then I think I'll be done for today. I did not mean to. Because I actually feel really good about these. And you know what? This is AI free right here. This is AI free, as I generally believe things should be if you can make progress. So I'm gonna change these and just set them up like this. Now all of a sudden I had that, you know, once you upgrade when you upgrade your Sugar Shack, you get A or B for free. Now there's no way that's right. There's no way that's a good call. I like these upgrades a lot, and more than that, I really like that. Yeah, I like that the iconography is not super confusing. Like, this would take some interpretation, but these are all pretty powerful. These are all really powerful now. So this is just pretty consistent money, just 1 cube for a pretty nice payout. Now, if you invest in the bank, though, then you're going to be getting huge payouts, but it's going to take several turns to make it happen. The making the last cube in your Sugar Shack that you could add to the holding tank, or that you could fill, making that free is awesome, because then it doesn't cost as much to get consistently more actions or more action cubes. I really like that. And then, of course, the community projects, like this is the win condition. So if it's easier for you to get there, I feel like that's a big deal. However, you know, if the other player builds a nice enough engine, it could be that 2 cubes is too much of a discount. We'll see. But I really, really like this progress. I think this is great. The town park for money, and discarding a bottle for 2 money. What are the other places where I discard bottles? Not at the Closer View Market anymore. It looks like the only place is actually... Yeah, I think these need to change to trash cans now, Farland Market. Because the only place would actually be... Let me get this icon. Oh, you know what? No, this should be the trash can. That's another way to do it. Because so few of these... Yeah, I think this is probably better. Yeah, there were so few. Oh, I need to ungroup that. So few of these buildings offer. Oh, what just happened there? So few of these buildings offer this icon. Oh no. So that's why I think Farland also needs to offer it now. Okay, this needs to be ungrouped. Do barrels get? That's a question. Do barrels get discarded or trashed? I think I'll leave it. No, this needs to be updated. Yeah, I think you'll start feeling super powerful at some point. I really, really like what's going on. I feel like town is in pretty good shape. There's options for barrels. There are these quick payout cards. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be pretty fun. Pretty excited about that. But why would you ever go to Syrup Inc. if you could just go to the town park, right? I think this does need to be 2 now that I'm considering that. Because at least you get money out of it. It could cost you 3, but then you're making process toward the grant upgrades, so I don't feel that bad about it. Okay. The next project will be to fix these the mayor's favor cards. I thought there was one that I changed. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, Flapjack Feast. Okay, I think that's it for me. I feel really great about this progress. I don't have a full draft, but that's okay. I have a lot of other work to do today. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, I'll see you soon.